Hey everybody, Joy here. It's Tuesday, September 29, 2020. How are y'all doing today? I have absolutely no reason to be on this camera this morning other than downstairs, our living room and the Joy room are completely in disarray. All the furniture is out in the middle of the floor, and gigantic rolls of carpet and pad, and some of the furniture is actually on the front porch outside. It's not fun down there. And the two guys that work here, their names are Jeff and Eddie, if you go there, if Jerry goes where they are or I go where they are, they just stop. They just pick up, hold their broom, hold their shovel, hold their whatever, and they just start talking to us, telling us all these stories. Yeah. The guy said, "Oh my gosh, did you know I was just outside and I saw 5 birds flying over your house, and 3 of them were vultures and 2 of them were bald eagles. And when the vultures figured out that 2 of them weren't vultures, they flew the other way." So that's how it starts. And then it goes into, oh my gosh, what they cook and what they do and where they go and who got killed by a car and who got hit by a drunk driver and who goes to what bar where, and oh my gosh. So I'm up here hiding so they'll work and not talk. I told Jerry, I'm going to go upstairs and talk to my friends. He said, I'm going in my office. Did you know that the circle people, the circle light people, they wanted me to do a review. They gave me the tripod and the little round light. Looks like a Cheerio that lights up. And they gave it to me if I'd do a review. So I did a review, and I showed them how the thing didn't work right and how you couldn't screw the whatever in right. So they said, oh, don't put that up, we'll send you another one. So they sent me another free one. Well, guess what? It does the exact same thing the first one did. So, my goal today is to wrap up my new fabric that sweet Glenda bought me from SureFit Designs. And this always happens to me every time I do this. Let me take a sip and put this down. This always happens to me. I pick up my bolt. In this case, I put my label on it. Isn't that nice? And these labels are really nice because you can take them off and put them on, and they're really nice. They're kind of like those ones that come on magazines, and if you're careful, you can peel them off. But they also will stay. So the first label that I happen to stick goes with the little tennis shoes. A lot of you suggested I make a shirt for Luke out of this. We actually are going to go to his house near the end of October. If things work out, we got to go get Jerry's MRI tomorrow. We got to finish the carpet. We got to finish the fireplace. We got to finish the leak in the bathtub. But if all that works out, the weekend of the 23rd, 24th, 25th, we're supposed to take a little vacation and go to Austin and see my little pumpkin pants and take the sewing machine to his mom and the serger to his mom and everything. So wouldn't it be fun if I took this and I made a shirt for him while we were there? That would be so stinking cute. So, we're only going to be there for a few hours and overnight and leave the next morning, so I probably won't have time to do much. But, for my newbies, I have newbies out there, and this has to be ironed, so I can't roll this up right now. It has to be ironed. I'll be back in a minute after I iron it. While I'm waiting for my iron to heat up, I'll give you a tip, sort of a tip. I guess it's a tip. I need to go downstairs and get the top out of my closet, but I can't because if I do that, they'll start talking to me and telling me all these stories. I won't be able to get back up here. Oh, I want to tell you about my closet. Did you know my girl? They actually told me about this lady's closet in this house they put the carpet in. I swear to God, yesterday. Told me how she doesn't own a washing machine because she never washes her clothes. She just gets new clothes. They come every single day from wherever, from UPS, FedEx, whatever, and she wears something new every single day, and then she just throws it in a pile, and when the pile, hers and her kids, when the pile gets big enough, they fill bags with it, and her boyfriend hauls it off to a storage building. I said, that can't be true. He said, I swear to God, it is the truth. Her boyfriend won't even go to her house because it's such a pig pen. How can people live like that? So anyway, I'm just telling you. I'll show the blouse later, okay? So here's the story. The story is I made my 7th Joy top that has the square neckline. And I thought, I want an embroidery design that's about fall, because it's fall. It's real cool outside right now. It's really nice. Sunny and cool and ooh, just beautiful. It'd be great to be on the lake if we didn't have these carpet people in our house. So anyway, I found this really cute embroidery design that has these 3 crows. And the 3 crows, each one of them has a scarf on, and each one of them has a pair of shoes on, and they're jumping and frolicking in the leaves. I just thought it was the cutest thing in the world. So when I sewed it out, I realized that the falling leaves just had outlines. There wasn't any stitches inside the falling leaves. And I'll stick a picture. I'll put the picture right here. Okay, so now you saw the picture. So I'll finish telling my story. So I got the embroidery design sewn out, and I noticed that the leaves were just outlines. So I have a whole bunch of fabric marker pens, and I probably should show them to you, shouldn't I? Hold on. Ta-da! I have this kind, and this kind, and this kind, and this kind, and this kind. So, when I started, my shirt was done, I had it done, and I decided I wanted to color in the leaves because it just looked funny with the outline and yellow showing through all the leaves, right? And I thought, oh, I'll just color those in. So I went over to my hardly ever opened used drawer and I pulled out some of these pens. Now I had more pens than I knew I had, but I didn't find the extra ones until today. So here's the ones I actually used. These are called dual tip Fabric Markers at Imagine Crafts. If I can find a link for you guys, I'll put a link below. You know, I always do link duty if there is one. Okay, so this is what these look like. One of them's missing out of this package, I can tell that. Yikes, I wonder where it went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they're all here. So, I have 3 packages of this Fabric Markers, okay? Then, I also took out these. These are different, and I don't know why they covered the sign up. Oh, you can see the sign on this side. Is my porthole making it look funny? So these are different. These are TULIP. And these are called Fabric Markers. Permanent Fabric Markers, okay? Then I also took these out of the drawer. And my lightning fast mind decided not to read the 2 signs. There's a sign on the front and a sign on the back. Do you see what it says? Washable. So I colored a whole bunch of leaves with these, not paying attention. If you make the sign, read the sign, or it's just worthless. You know what I'm saying? They need to put a sign on me. Anyway, I colored in all the leaves. Then I decided to go downstairs and the laundry sink and wash it to make sure that everything stayed, and to wash the plasticky stuff. You know, you embroider over that plasticky stuff. And I wanted to make sure that was all gone. And so, and the marks. I wanted the marks that I marked the neck with. So I went downstairs and ran warm water, and then I hung it over a chair to dry. Well, guess what? The next morning when I went to see, oh, let me see how darling this is. I picked it up, and the leaves that I had colored with these were all blank again. Oh. Okay, so then today, I was putting these away. These were still out. I got up here a while ago. These were still out. So I was putting them away, and look what I found. I found these. These were in a different drawer. I haven't used these on this project, but it says Graffiti Fabric Marker, and I'm sure it's permanent, or what would the point be? And they're by Marvy. Marvy. And as usual, I can't see this till I edit, so. Okay, so I didn't know I had these, and I wish I had, because there's some better colors in here. I couldn't find a light beige or a light gray. So that's why you have to have all these different kinds. So I found this morning, and I thought, oh, okay, I have some more. And then in the same drawer, I found these. check this out. You see how many of these there are? These are Bic permanent markers. They're like Sharpies, only these are Bics. And look at this. You know, I buy this stuff and I put it away and I completely forget I ever bought it. So this opens up like a mirror, like my mirror out there. And look at how many colors. Look at how many colors. Is that fun, fun, fun? So, absolutely amazed. So, if I make that design again, which I might because I'm not sure that I'm crazy about the blouse. We'll see. Maybe I'll wear it tomorrow and show it to you. But if I make it again, then I will know that I have some markers that wash away, some markers that fall out of the box when you pick them up, some markers that are permanent. So, very fun. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that since it's just, I found these just a little before I turned the camera on, and so I got the yellow out of the trash, and I used one to mark on here. And so what I'm going to do is cut this off, and I'm going to go run it in the water, and I'm going to see if it smears at all. And then so I'll probably write on this, doesn't run when wet or something, and of course make a sign and put it on here, and then I'll be sure to never read it in the future. Ah, you're throwing that fabric away? Yes. I know. It's all right. It's all right. It's not quilting cotton. So, back to rolling up my fabric. I've got to go over there. The iron's hot now, so let me iron the tennis shoes, and then I'll show you lovely, lovely new subscribers of mine how I roll it on the board. All right? I'll be right back. While I'm ironing these darling little tennis shoes, this is really cute. If they have any of it left, you might want to go get some. It's just adorable. So, I have had several more requests to tell you what iron I use. This is the iron I use. Check out the steam. Check out that steam. I wish they'd send me one of these free. I sure would demo it for them and give them a rave review. The thing about it is, the review is only good until it starts leaking. I have had them last 2 years, maybe a little longer sometimes. I guess maybe it depends on your water and how much you use it. You don't have to put distilled water in it. In fact, they tell you don't put distilled water in it. And I asked them why once, and they told me that distilled water has something in it that the iron doesn't like, and that you're just supposed to use regular tap water. So that's what I have been using in it, and I've had this one quite a while, probably going on 2 years. And I had one just like it in Edmond. I'm not sure if this is the Edmond one or the Kingston one. I think one of them started leaking again. I'm not sure. You know, I wish I could remember everything. Don't you love when you're young how you remember everything? You remember everything your husband did wrong. You can tell him, well, you did this and you did this and you did this, and they can't remember anything. Well, now I can't either. I said, I think I'm mad at you, but I can't remember why. I said, didn't we argue over something? Aren't I mad at you? Oh, I'm telling you. I guess that's one good thing about aging. So I talked to Terry this morning, and Terry's gotten her mother's affairs all done. She and her 2 sisters got the house all cleaned out and ready to sell, and she told me they already had somebody interested in it. So I told her on her next day off, I'm going to pick her up and we're going to go someplace and relax and go shopping and go to our favorite hamburger place called Mooya. They have sweet potato fries there. Oh my gosh, I love those. So she's like me, you know, she sews and she quilts and she's always busy. Now she and her husband together have 7, count them, 7 children. She has 4 and he has 3. So, always something going on. Always a birthday, or somebody's visiting, or, you know, the child's sick, or they need Terry to come babysit. You know how it is. She's young. She's 10 years younger than I am. So, I said, when is your next free day? So she sent me a picture of her calendar. And she said, I wrote on my calendar on October the 12th, Joy Day. I think she just put a big J-O-I on it. And so I went to my calendar, and my calendar was still on August. So I picked it up, put it on October, and marked Monday the 12th as Terry and Joy Day. So I'm going to take her out, and we're just going to have a nice, relaxing, enjoyable day. Just talking and loving on each other. So I'm really looking forward to that. We have the best time when we go someplace together. It is so wonderful. Are your husbands like my husband? Anytime I go someplace with him, he just gets so upset if I suggest he should turn here, or he should get in that lane, or the store's over there, or we need to go here before we go there. And then I say, oh, can we go there too? And he'll say, you didn't say you wanted to go there. I thought you just said you wanted to go here. You didn't say you wanted to go there too. Do your husbands do that? When Terry and I are together, I could say, I just decided I wanted to go to the moon. Oh, great, let's go buy a rocket ship. I mean, it would not matter. It is just so, Philly and me too. I just love girl days. They're just so wonderful. All right, let's go wrap up this fabric. All I've done is fold it in half. Here's the selvages. Right here are the selvages. And over here is the fold. And I am going to take it to my table and put it on that bolt. You want to know what iron this is? I put a link below. This is called a Rowenta Perfect Steam. I looked it up yesterday for one of you, and I think it was $200 and something, like $229 or something. Worth every single penny. I highly recommend it. Can you see the water tank over here? Here's the water tank right here. Let me turn the camera a little bit. There it is. You can see the water tank. It's a big water tank. It holds lots of water. So that is the Rowenta Perfect Steam, and I will put a link below if you want to get one. All right, my friends, I'm back over here to show you how I roll this fabric. Let me get all my markers. Aren't they wonderful? You know, I always wanted to be a teacher, right? Always wanted to be a teacher. But you got to go to college to be a teacher. And my parents said girls don't go to college. My parents said boys go to college and girls marry them when they get out of college. That's what my parents taught me. So, fortunately, my mother insisted that we all learn to type. I've told you that before. We all learned to type, and I took to typing like a fish to water. I could type like 140 something words a minute on this electric typewriter. Well, that's kind of wrinkled right there. And I could take shorthand, but golly, nobody takes shorthand. In fact, when I started working, when I was 18, you know, it doesn't do any good to have a secretary that takes shorthand unless you're a boss that knows how to dictate it. So, I went to work. My very first job was at General Electric in Oklahoma City. And my boss's name was Chuck Bernhardt. And there was a great big room, a whole bunch of desks in it. About 9 men worked in there. And then on the side was the office, and Chuck Bernhardt was in the office. And all these men worked for him. And I sat right outside Chuck Bernhardt's office. And so I did all of the typing for him and all the typing for the 9 men. Okay, so you see how I folded that in half? Now here's the 2 selvages on top. Here's the fold right here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers right here. Now I'm just going to wrap it. Wrap it, wrap it, wrap it. How much did I buy? I almost always buy 2 yards, but sometimes I buy 2 1/2. So I'm not sure how much is here, but there's definitely enough. You know what I want to make with it? The first thing I want to make, remember the parrot shirt I had on yesterday? I want to remake that. I'm going to make the 3/4 sleeve about 1/2 inch longer. I really like it the way it is, but when I would bend my arms or reach my arms, it would pop up a little too high. I didn't do a very good job ironing this, you guys. But I'm going to have to iron it again when I get it off of here, so it doesn't really matter. Settle down, behave. Behave yourself. So, what was I telling you? Oh yeah, I want to make Sure Fit Designs parrot shirt out of it. Ooh, this is just the cutest fabric in the world. I'm so glad I got it. It is darling. It'd be so cute on Luke. My gosh. So anyway, that's what I want to do. And I started to tell you, the first thing it seems like I always do is I start to roll up all my fabrics, which are usually numerous. And I'll usually say, oh, I want to make something right now out of this one. I want to make something right now out of that one. And I did that with this. But since the carpet people are here and since our furniture is everywhere, I can't really start a project today. So here's bolt number 1. Now here's the deal. You have said, when you put your fabric in the IKEA shelves, do you cut the bolt a different size? No. Every single one of my bolts is what I showed you the other day. 10 inches by 15 inches. If I'm putting them in the built-in bookshelves, I put them in like this, so you can see this edge of it. If I'm putting them in the IKEA shelves, I put the fabric down to the edge, and I put it in the shelf like this. Now, one of you said, well, how can you see the design if you do that? Well, you can't see the design any better sideways than you can this way. So, you know, most of you know, if I looked at the end of this, I would go, oh, that's those cute tennis shoes. See? You can see it pretty good. And actually, I kind of think that end with several folds is easier to tell what it is than this end with one fold. So, that's how I do it. Let me get another sipper. Was that quiet enough, Sherry Sherry? Is that the coolest name, Sherry Cherry, Cherry Sherry? I could be Joy Joy. Actually, Philly does call me Joy Joy. And you know about the Joy Joy code, still good over there at Fit Nice, as far as I know, for 20% off the master patterns. Hey, if anybody makes a Joy top, I want to see it. Okay, I'm out of breath as usual. I just ran up and down the stairs twice because it turns out the carpet company sent us 5 yards more than we ordered. And the carpet guys said that they do that sometimes if they like have a roll up on a shelf, and I ordered 10 feet, but it's 11 feet, so they say, oh, just send them this one so they don't have to unroll it and cut it. So, praise the Lord. So I just went down and measured all the navy blue rugs in our bathroom, and so they're going to cut carpet and bind it for me. Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, I got a brilliant idea. Sometimes that happens. Now, I don't know if anybody cares about this, but I am so excited that I thought of it. So I'm going to show you what it is. Now, you remember earlier in this video, I showed you how I took my boards and I had the stickers from Fabric Fabrics, and I was going to stick the sticker on the board and then wrap the fabric around it. Well, then I thought, you know, how can I do that with the other fabric that I get? Because nobody else sends stickers like that. Fabric Mart's the only one. And I've gotten fabric from Girl Charlie lately and Style Maker Fabrics lately. And I thought, I wonder if I go look up what I bought at Style Maker Fabrics, or if I kept a copy. And I always keep a copy. So I went to my drawer and I looked to see if I made a file called Style Maker Fabrics. And I had. And so in that file was this invoice. And on the invoice is pictures. Pictures and descriptions of the 5 pieces of fabric I purchased from them. So I thought, but their fabric didn't have any stickers on it. Oh, what can I do? What can I do? So my lightning fast brain went off, just like a bullet out of a gun. And I thought about these address labels. So I remembered, you know, I've been a secretary for 1,000 years. And so I had labels from our business. And I thought, you know, why couldn't I use those labels and make my own stickers? And so I took this and I wrote down the information on that on these labels. And so now I can just unstick. See, you can just peel it off. I can unstick it and stick it to the board. Now the next challenge is I have to go out in my stash and find these fabrics, but I am so excited. This is just the best idea. So when I pull these fabrics out, the little sign will be right there and I'll know exactly what they are. And it even says how many yards and the date that I bought them. You want to see it close? See there? Is that cool or what? Alrighty. So now I'm going to, oh my gosh, how many stickers do I have in my Fabric Mark fabric? Do you want to see how fat my Fabric Mark fabric file is? Yeah, this is my Fabric Mark fabric file, and look at how many papers are in it. And all those papers have stickers. This may be the longest project I have yet. See the stickers? See the stickers? Now they might not come off of these papers. No, let me see. Yeah, they kind of do. Look, they still can peel off. So that's kind of nice. But anyway, I don't know if I'm going to go back that far because there could be a whole bunch of fabrics in this file folder that I've already made up into a garment. So I think I'll just do it with my newest fabrics. Okay, just a tip in case you're interested in doing fabric bolt duty like I've done with all my fabrics here. But wait, I forgot to tell you the most important part. A lot of you probably already know this because I know everybody has a computer these days. But I wanted to tell you, just in case you don't know, and you go and you buy one of these packages of labels, you can go to their website and you can download a template. And then you go to your Word and you open up the template, and then it will let you have all of these little shapes that you can type. And then when you go over to your printer, you put one of these papers in your printer and you tell it to print from Word, and it prints exactly on the little labels. Okay. Look what I discovered. I'm going to all the different companies online to see if I can look up my order and see what I bought. At fabric.com, you can copy your order long after you ordered it, and look what you can get. You can get pictures and descriptions of the fabric. I'm so excited. I'm going to take these out there and see, now that I have things separated by color, and see if I can find them, and then I can make labels for everything that I can find. Oh my goodness, another project. Okay. I know that you guys don't find very much fabric as I do in most cases, so this probably take you all, a day you could probably do it all. It'll probably take me years, but anyway, it keeps me out of trouble, some people say. All right, my friends, it is almost 4 o'clock. Same day as a minute ago for you, but an hour or two ago for me. The carpet is all down. Jerry and I are downstairs putting all the furniture back. And I'm finding dust that I never knew existed in odd places of my furniture that you never can find when you're cleaning your house. And I've got fuzz all over me. I got my Kirby out to vacuum the carpet, and the bag was full, so I went to get a new bag. Guess what? No new bags. So I have to say goodbye to you for now, and I have to order some bags for my Kirby, but I'll be back soon.